So then, been wanting to do this for a very long time, just not had the courage, and I really don't know why, but we'll get going now. What better way to start than when we own this? She's not just your average 1 Series. She's the record holder in the UK for the quarter mile quickest and fastest B58 stock turbo. It's not just a B58 height thing for me. If you know me, you know I've had nothing but 1 Series for over 10 years. Mods, we've got, just show you under the bonnet, MHD obviously plugged in. That's the software on the map. We're still on OTS at the minute. We've got 4.5 inch downpipe, TU plugs, TU pump. Apart from that, she's pretty much stock. Filthy, but yeah. Then we've got VBT 2-piece discs with Ferrero DS2 500 pads. That's how you pronounce it. We've got Garage B with all the work on a daily basis. Your diff, your polybus subframe, all your servicing parts, everything. We've got Sambo on the alignment, making it hook nice. When it's in the dry, it's like it's on train tracks. Then we've got gearbox source off JJ Velocity in London. Unbelievable. You want your gearbox wakening up properly how it should be. Apart from that, it's pretty much it really. Jump in now, we'll go for a little drive, and this is mainly just to keep her on track of the progress over the next year or two. Just for personal reasons. See how we get on. She is going to be fully built, but whether it takes a year or two, we don't know. We'll get there. And that is exactly why I'm in Sport Plus, because I want to make it home today to the missus. And if I had me traction off, we all know what would be happening right now. These 1 Series would be trying to kill me. We have got the LSD, as I mentioned before, so it does help, but they can catch the best of people out at the best of times, so we best play safe with her today, keep her in line. She hooks unbelievable when she gets going. She does need new tyres, but that Sambo alignment, mate, is something else. Something else. Got the gearbox on absolute smoke, thanks to JJ. Them gear changes are unbelievable. The way it responds now compared to even the XHP off the shelf stage 3. You know, from stock to that was like, oh my god, unbelievable. The difference in clamp pressure, the reaction times, everything. Then when JJ gets his hands on it, wow. Crazy difference. As you can see, she's trying to kill us. As you can see. And this is on low boost. So we've got a brilliant thing on MHD called on the fly map switching. I know you're definitely familiar with it by now, but those that aren't, we've got 4 different map slots. So if you keep an eye on my revs, I'll hold this limiter button, goes to 3 because that's what map I'm in. You've got 1 of 4 different map slots. You can change them from different fuel types to different power ratios. Bang, hold the limiter button, revs go back to normal, and we're back in map 3. But if you did want to change, you could have. There's the speed limit, we can't go past that. We're law-abiding citizens. So, the car, we've owned it for the last 18 months. We bought a stage 2 plus with the pump and the plugs and the downpipe done with some software from somebody from South Wales. We Went to Santa Pod in March last year, 24, to watch Marky and Tom have the Battle of the Baddest 1 Series. Got the hook, got the hang of things, got myself on the drag strip for the first ever time. Absolutely loved it. We ran a 12.0. I wasn't on MHD, but so anyway, I got the second fastest 1 Series of the day, stock turbo. Give me the feel for things, give me the bug, the drag racing bug, as I know a lot of you have got. Now I understand what you mean. We come back 2 months later, I believe, 1 or 2 months later, with a set of 888Rs, loads of ethanol and MHD, because in the time, in between the time of me going in March and April or May, I believe, no, it was May, in the time of me going between March and May, I went to Mabs MVM in Birmingham. We got some maintenance done there, we got new spark plugs, we got the gearbox serviced and the oil dropped. Then while we was there, we put it on the dyno and it only run 420 brake horsepower. Now, when I bought it, I did have a printout for 470, so I was a bit shocked, but went home, lost a bit of sleep over that. We then woke up, flashed MHD, stage 2 plus, timings were everywhere. It was pulling back for knock adapt, everything. I didn't understand what was going on, done a bit of research. Found out that the maps are too aggressive. You need an E5 to E10 mix, little couple of litres of ethanol to a full tank to clean up the timing. So we done that, run absolutely flawless. Flashed an E40 map, absolutely loved it. Went and bought a set of semi-slicks, R888Rs. Went to Santa Pod expecting to be deep in the 11s, and then we broke the diff. Because silly me puts a set of semi-slicks on, an open diff, goes to the burnout box, in the middle of a burnout, tyres get warm, one hooks, one doesn't, bang, there's my diff gone. So then we finished the day on a bit of a bad note. I still did run 11.6 with 124 with a 2.160 foot, which is shocking. So it still did get going and still got me into the mid 11s with a broke diff. So that only gave me the bug more again then how I wanted to get a full set of slicks, get an LSD and send it. 'Cause in the meantime, I'd watch Flex do 10.9 with his slicks, and he was the fastest customer car in the UK, because the only one to beat that was Osprey Performance, which is the absolute goat at what they do. If you don't know Osprey, you're absolutely slacking, yeah? So they held the record since Feb 22, I believe. And that was 10.7 at 126, I believe. So they was the only 2 1 Series in the UK to do a 10-second quarter mile. You had Osprey's shop car and you had Flex in his customer car, in his own car. I wasn't expecting to get anywhere near Osprey. I was expecting to be around Flex, depending on if I had the driver mod on the day. So it was basically just landing on the day, checking the weather, checking the headwind and going for it. We landed, it was 8 degrees, bone dry, no headwind, and you generally couldn't have asked for a better day. Come out the gate swinging. We done a 0 to 60 mile an hour in 2.8 seconds, which is absolutely unbelievable for a stock turbo rear wheel drive 1 Series. Then we crossed the line at 10.6 at 127, which made me the quickest and fastest stock turbo Gen 1 and Gen 2, I believe, in the UK. So you could imagine how excited I was. Gonna keep going for stock turbo. I'm not trying to upgrade this turbo anytime soon. Just gonna stay as it is. I like the car. That's not to say she isn't going upgraded turbo, because she is going fully built eventually, but for 2025 I'm going to go and get a couple more mods, because as you know, if I've got hardly anything done to it, it's bone stock pretty much at the minute. I'm I'm gonna go and get a couple of more bits done down south. I'm not gonna give away too much on that. You'll have to keep following to keep track of the progress, and I'll show you all on here. And then yeah, we've got a few more bits to come in the next few months, and we'll see what we can do with the stock turbo record in 25, and then 26 full frame time. Now I'm years behind on that. I'm not asking for no smoke. I'm in my own lane before anyone starts saying anything, but we'll get there. Yeah. And apart from that, you're up to date really. It's been a very quick journey, I can't lie. Ever since March coming, I went that first one at March and I got the bug for it. It was September then, so you're talking March to September, you're talking 6-7 months down the line from my first ever drag race. We went and took records, which I'm not moaning with. I definitely didn't expect, but I'm definitely not moaning about either. So we move. But yeah, as I say, it's not just the B58 height thing for me. I've loved the 1 Series for many years now. I'll get a few different bits of footage for you so you can see. But apart from that, we're ready to go. If these would move. Come on you bloody Skoda Fabia.